An interview, you could be making some serious mistakes that could kill your chances of landing that next big opportunity.
So today, tips from a pro when it comes to handling those nerve-wracking interviews. Former TV reporter and PR coach Katrina Cravy's back on the yellow couch.
Hey, love having you
I
here.
still can't get over seeing you here.
I know, it is so odd. And I was doing the power pose. Have you guys heard about this?
Oh, no. That's the power pose?
This is the power pose, and it's not something that you should do in the interview.
Oh.
Because it's
Or with a button-down shirt sometimes. It's like,
right, yeah. Break apart your button if you're lucky. But yeah, Amy Cuddy, she is a psychologist from Harvard, and she had found that they did a study where if you do the power pose, a Wonder Woman pose, for 2 full minutes before you go into an interview, it actually increases your testosterone, lowers your cortisol, and you come in with more confidence. And the people that they did the study with got the jobs.
Really?
Like, it was a tough study before people that went in that hadn't done the power pose, and the ones that had done it, they instantly saw more credibility.
That's cool.
More confidence.
I like that.
they're not
Power
looking at
pose.
their their surveillance cameras out front and just seeing you stand there like this.
Yeah, like,
out their front door.
ready for my
I
interview.
know. She said do it in the bathroom when no one's
Smart.
watching. Go into a stall and do it. That's probably the best thing.
That's pretty
good.
cool. Such a simple thing, but that body language, it must then send a response to our brain that allows us to believe how we feel.
Exactly. She said fake it till you make it. That's really what you need to do. And confidence, we all know, when you go into anything that's stressful, boosting your confidence helps so much. And interviews are the ones where people really stress out. And talking about interviews, though, when Career Builder did a study of the hiring managers about what people don't do or what they really need to do to make that winning technique when you go into the interview, eye contact.
Yeah.
That's huge. I think, I think kids, there are a lot of studies that show less and less kids are making eye contact. They're really struggling with it. And they say a lot of it's related to their screen time and that kind of thing. But I think eye contact is huge in social settings as well as in the job interview. And it's interesting that you communicate so much with your body language without even saying anything.
Nonverbals. I mean, really, making that eye contact. I always look into the right eye so you don't look shifty. You choose an eye and you stick with it. Choose the eye. I have always done that. You choose an eye and you stick with it. They also say that you could look at the bridge of the nose.
I've heard
because
that.
That makes you kind of cross-eyed, I feel like.
No, if you just look like, or if you
Only
look right
Molly.
here, like, can you tell where I'm looking right now?
No.
I'm looking right here on you.
See?
So that's good to know.
Yeah, you look cross-eyed. Don't try. That's not going to work for you. Smiling, too. They said that 40% of the hiring managers felt like the person, when they didn't smile, that's when they thought, okay, this person really wasn't into the interview or didn't have the confidence to do it.
Yeah.
So eye contact and smile, those are the things that you should do.
Okay.
The things you should not do.
Here's some don'ts.
Okay,
Here's
so
some
the
don'ts.
So the do's, the 2 do's are make eye contact and smile. Okay, now
Right.
your 2 don'ts.
Don't cross your eyes, those are all.
Yeah,
That's the other one. Yeah, your 2 don'ts. Yes, Molly, crossing your arms.
Because it's
Defensive.
judgy, right? It's judgmental.
Well,
isn't it, when you say
Closed off,
judgment.
defensive.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the hiring managers felt that you were closed off.
Yeah.
Now, when they went to interview the people after the interview who had done their arms, they said, you know, I was just kind of chilly and it just was more comfortable.
Right.
But either way, having somebody perceive it as bad is not something that you should do. So you don't want to do that. And the other thing you don't want to do, talking about kids, fidget. How many people do you know that are just like all over the place?
You can tell how comfortable someone is when they're doing that.
Right, and they say that what you really need to do is put both feet on the floor, put your hands in your lap, and then just try to keep your position and not be shifty.
Okay,
I mean, I
and
think-
choose an eye.
Even that third one right there.
Whatever makes you comfortable. I mean, I think that's really what it comes down to, is be comfortable, get your confidence up before you go in there and speak. And that's something that everybody needs to do, whether it's a job interview or anything in life, a date.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another area where it's good to look confident. I also think the one thing, now this gets to something verbal, but I'm shocked how many people interview for a job but don't ask for the job.
Oh.
In other words, I really want this job. I'd like to work here, kind of thing.
I think people want to be asked, you know, and I do agree with you. I think they should ask or say, I'm very interested in this job, and follow up with a thank you note.
Yeah.
I mean, an old school thank you note goes a long way in this day and
What's
age.
your opinion between an email follow-up versus a handwritten?
I think you do both.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I
Because the
think
other
you
one's
do
so
both.
immediate.
Yeah, I think the other one's
Yeah.
immediate, and then you follow up with a real note. I just bought
like that.
thank you note cards, and now I'm like, I got 250 of them. I'm going to send them away. I might
love
send you
cards.
guys one after
Yeah, go
this.
ahead.
I feel like handwritten cards are a lost art, and it's one thing that, like, I feel like I've learned from Molly and our boss Kim. They always send thank you cards, whether you get a present, a card from them, you know, whatever it may be. There's always a card, and it's funny because I think, you know, when you have kids, it's something you really try and pass on, and then you also embody yourself. But it makes you feel so good to receive one.
Right.
Yeah.
And make sure that you note that you already did it, because
Yes.
I just called some family friends. I'm like, I'm so sorry we didn't send you the card. We're so, you know, thankful for this Christmas
You
gift.
did?
And they're like, yeah, you did.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well,
Well,
I'm
it's
just
funny.
saying double thanks.
Yeah, as it relates to kids, when Callie, my oldest, was young, it was, I think, one of her first birthday parties where she could write and do her own thank you notes. She was about halfway through and was like, I don't want to do this anymore or whatever. And I'm like, great. The next year you won't get any presents. If you aren't willing to write a thank you note, then you won't get any presents.
Or say you can't play with that toy until the thank you note is written.
Oh, that's good too.
They took the time to send you such a nice gift, then you need to make sure that you thank them before you ever even open it.
I
That's
like
good.
that.
I like that.
Any
That's
tips
really
on
good.
what to wear for an interview before we go?
Something professional. I mean, obviously, you always want to have the right look. There was a guy that we had talked to who had called in and said he just couldn't get the job and thought they were being discriminated against, was wearing a graphic T-shirt that said something that was not nice.
Oh, geez.
You know, so you don't want to walk into an interview wearing a T-shirt. I mean, dress for the job you want. And, you know, they say that once you even have the job, dress for the job you want above that. So
Right.
just come in looking professional, that you actually cared. I think all of this comes down to show you care.
Yeah.
It's like the guy's like, dude, I did the power pose, I made eye contact,
A chosen eye.
and then I got a graphic T-shirt, and that's why I don't get the job?
Maybe the graphic T-shirt is Superman right on the front, right?
Saying
And
something
then
not
it
so
should
nice.
say, "Give me the job."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you say, "Ask
Give me
for
the
the
job.
job."
Yeah, I want this job. Wear
I
that.
want you.
Here's a way that you can get in touch with Katrina about speaking engagements and a whole lot more. It's KatrinaCravy.com. Oh, you look so cute in that picture.
Thank you.
You look so
tried hard.
professional.
I-
It's good body language.
Thanks, Molly.
Very power posing.
Yes, I
Yeah.
took all the information and packed it into one.
Yeah, we
One
love,
headshot.
we love
Thanks,
having you
Katrina.
here. Thank you
So
so
fun.
much. Come back soon.